Okay, and we are live.
Hello, everyone.
With Nina. So I wanted to start off with this live interview and cookout with Nina Malavia, who I met at a social media bootcamp at the Miami Ad School. And Nina's background, she's actually a pastry chef. So she does have a cooking background. However, she has become a real wok star because she really has picked up that without any recipes or measuring, she can come up with doing anything. So today I have some surprise ingredients under this kitchen towel and also the meat. And after the interview, Nina's going to actually put something together with these surprise ingredients. So it's kind of going to be like a Wok Star chopped.
And there was no cheating. I really have no idea what's under there.
Yeah. So Nina, tell us, after the social media bootcamp, what made you decide that you wanted to take my class and get the kit? And
yeah, well, even with my cooking background, it was just always such a hassle to have to think of what we were going to make for dinner, the cleanup, having to go get stuff for the ingredients. And when I took your class and I realized I can just cook whatever I had at home using your simple techniques, it really was a game changer for us. And we've been wok cooking pretty much every night since then. And our cleanup time has been reduced, like the time that we spend at the grocery store, and even our grocery bills, because we just buy, veggies for a few days, meat, and then that's what we do. We cook. We don't have to buy all these extra ingredients.
in fact, I hate to say this, but she uses the wok more than I do. Seriously, she's been doing lunch, dinner, and then she's made lettuce wraps several times.
Yeah, those are my favorites.
And then the other day, she actually used the leftover chopped vegetables for the lettuce wrap and made a fried rice the following day.
with the ground pork. And it was actually, I have to credit my husband for that. It was his idea. He's like, can you make fried rice? I'm like, you know what? I'll use the same technique. And really, it worked. It was like the true testament. It worked.
Right. So tell us how the wok kit has helped you in the way of preparing your foods. And
well, I'll be honest, after we finished your class, we were all like, as soon as we left the class, we went to Whole Foods and we're getting all the ingredients to wok cook for the next few days. And I was thinking, oh, do we need, soy sauce or anything like that? I'm like, oh no, everything is in that kit. And it just made it so easy, like the spatula, all the different ingredients that you need. I mean, you get the cornstarch, which is not a big deal, but just everything was already there, so it minimizes the time that you would have to go hunt these down, and most likely you wouldn't do it if you had to go get everything separately. Great. So the caddy is amazing. Everything you need is right there. You just keep it in your fridge.
Now, this is from a professional chef. Hello. So for people who are busy professionals, I've really tried to, put this kit together to help people focus on just having fun instead of going around, messing around, looking for the right stuff. So we're going to go straight into the cookout challenge, and we're going to do the reveal of the vegetable ingredients here, because one of the biggest questions I always get from people is, what is my thought process when I put a dish together? And people are always saying, how come I can never come up with anything? So I usually just get a variety of different vegetables during the beginning of the week, and also a variety of different proteins. And then throughout the week, I just mix and match. And that's how I never actually know what I'm going to cook until the actual moment. And even then, I'm constantly changing, depending on my mood, or maybe my husband decides he fancies, I don't know, ground pork or whatever it is. Okay, so are you ready for the reveal?
Do it.
Boom!
Awesome.
Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to use them all, but these are your selections. And I've actually washed some of the Napa cabbage already.
Awesome.
And so this is like a small eggplant, multicolored mini sweet peppers, and as always, some scallions.
Yes, awesome.
Okay, so that's
and that's the beauty, we get all these veggies too, and then we just kind of decide what combo to use them in and how to use it. So I'm excited to experiment with new ones. Never tried eggplant.
You can go ahead and start prepping the vegetables. And I actually use, which is one of the tips that I show in class, I use those produce bags and we trap it underneath the chopping board, and you flip your trimmings onto it, and then when you finish, you just roll it up and throw it away. And that was the first thing Nina asked me just now. Where's my produce bag?
It makes cleanup so easy. Really, the best part.
Now, are you ready for your meat surprise?
Yes.
This is a proper sausage. It's from Proper Sausage. It's the lamb and rosemary sausage.
Yum. That sounds amazing. All right.
Okay. So I always start off with doing the vegetables first. Now that's very interesting that you've cut it that small.
Should I do it bigger?
No.
Okay.
It's entirely up to you. But I'm interested to know what made you decide to do that small.
So sometimes when I did it much larger, I didn't know if I was overcooking them in the wok. So I do it a smaller size so that I can
cook it faster.
Mm-hmm.
That's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just be careful that when you cut it so small, keep going. When you cut it so small, because it cooks a lot faster, it does tend to maybe come up with some water. So the reason why, I know the rainbow lettuce wrap, which is your favorite.
Yes.
It's the appetizer that I usually serve in a physical cooking class. I cut those vegetables very small because we want to have a bite of every, with every kind of texture, flavor, and colors. But when you're doing a proper one-dish dinner, I would suggest you not cut your vegetables so small. But again, that's entirely your choice. Just be aware that it can come out with water.
Should I do another one?
Sure, whatever. The two colors is orange and yellow, so you can do either. You've cooked eggplant before?
No, never.
Ah, okay. So the little trick with eggplant is that it absorbs a lot of oil. So that's the one thing you have to be wary of. And so here is our...
so what do you recommend for that?
Just cook it really fast, but keep it on high heat because it needs that heat to really cook it. And I should be looking at the questions coming up, shouldn't I?
Yep. So you just trim the end off?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And here we are. So please, everybody, like, share, and ask questions, even of Nina. Tell us what you... Maria's so funny. She goes, famous people.
So do you recommend more of a round or like cutting it in half and...
Try it.
Yeah?
I've done both. The smaller, the thing with the eggplant is the smaller you cut it, the faster it cooks.
Okay.
So I suggest...
given that my veggies are smaller,
Mm-hmm.
I should probably...
Yeah. So ask us any questions that you want about wok cooking, stir frying, cooking for busy people.
I'll tell you, the cleanup really is my favorite part. You're doing everything in one pot and all of your prep is on one cutting board, so it's minimal. That's really the best part.
Okay, Ralph asks Nina, how often do you stir fry?
At least 2 meals a day. We usually do lunch and dinner, sometimes even breakfast.
Yeah. Now Shannon says she likes to cut her eggplant in circles.
Oh.
Well, there you go. But the great thing about being a wok star is that you can cut your vegetables however you like. So as I mentioned before, just be careful that if you're cutting them smaller, it's going to cook faster, but it can tend to come out with more water, with more juice. Okay.
Oops.
Ooh,
It's alive.
Flying food.
All right. Oh, our scallions.
So you know the story about the scallions is my husband, who makes us omelets every weekend. He won't make us omelette if there's no scallions in the house. So scallions is very important.
And you add them at the end because they cook really fast. Right?
Yep. Actually, my husband taught me that.
Really?
To add it in at the end. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I like to add with my vegetables. Sometimes I add it at the end.
You know, sometimes I even add it when I'm cooking the meat. I add some scallions to that as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Fantastic. Can you see the chef in her? Do you want to start the...
Sure. So do you cook this whole or do you slice it?
I would slice it.
Okay.
So I'm going to just quickly show you how fantastic this
I'm telling you, it's the best part.
And you keep your countertop clean. I've got it there. You might want to actually move around here.
Yep.
And then I just threw that in the bin. Hi, VJ. VJ's just joined to watch his wife. VJ, we're going to try and have you cook Indian food next.
Indian food comes out great. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands.
Yep.
I'm going to touch veggies.
So can you see how quick that was? We're just going to do this easy one dish meal. So the next thing we're going to have is get this wok kit set up.
And since we make so many of our meals on the wok, our power bill has also gone down.
Fantastic. Can you see? So we go straight from the chopping board to the wok. Alright, fire it up. Here's your oil. Oh, I hope I've got enough there. Tamari. TSPC. The 4 seasonings that we use.
And ginger?
Ah, you want garlic and ginger?
No, we don't have to.
We don't have to.
Okay.
But we usually do garlic and ginger to start everything off with that.
So the sign of the first smoke, I will put some oil in there. So I've never made this dish before, guys. Eleanor literally surprised me with these ingredients. So you can see I'm just using the technique that she taught us.
Yay. Nina, why don't you tell us what you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Put some
What did you add
tamari
there?
in, some sherry. Then you want some white pepper in there?
It's up to you. This is your dish.
And then we start stir frying. What I love is the vegetables are always so flavorful, and they're perfectly cooked on the outside, and on the inside they still have a bit of crunch. You just want to make sure you're always moving your veggies around so nothing sticks. You have the high heat.
Very good tip, Nina.
Listen.
So I noticed you did the vegetables first.
Yep.
And why is that?
The veggies go first so that they don't stick to the wok where meat tends to stick. So that way you can just transition from veggies straight to meat.
And it helps to eliminate the step of washout.
Yep.
Remember?
That's true.
Now, how do you know when the vegetables are done?
You try them.
I just gave Nina a chopstick lesson, so she should be able to test it with her her chopsticks.
How do you know when the eggplant's done?
Taste it.
The eggplant? Guys, I'm not the best at chopsticks.
Go ahead. Needs more, right? Yeah,
Still spongy.
I can see it's still not cooked yet. What happens is with eggplant, it absorbs a lot of the oil. Okay, we've run out of gas. But don't worry, I've got more.
That happens to me often since I'm always using the wok.
And this is why you always want to have extra backup. So you don't have this happening.
Yeah, the white pepper, right?
She's trying to gag us.
I was trying not to choke on camera.
Yeah, just trying to show you how fast this is, and we're back in action.
And it's just back to the same heat it was not at, which is great. You don't have to wait for it to heat up again.
What do you love about cooking with gas?
Just that's a great example. Like if this were electric, you would really have to wait for it to get back to the heat you were at, and this is just so consistent. It really is. Part of the reason I cut the veggies so small sometimes is because I like how quick it is, and then I don't worry about overcooking them. So I do like that freshness. The colors stay really vibrant. The texture's great, and if you use a lot of different veggies, you get to play with different textures.
Can you all see the vegetables are reducing down? So when it gets cooking, the vegetables will shrink. And have you noticed, because she added the tamari into the eggplant, you can see the color of the eggplant has changed.
And then I'll add my scallion. That's the best smell.
Yeah. Let me get you a dish so that you can put that.
So you guys can see, we've literally used 2 cutting boards and a wok. So very little cleanup. A lot of the times when I cook the veggies, I'll just transfer them to one of the dishes that we're using for dinner. So then we only have 2 plates to clean up.
Well, your husband says he can't wait to do Indian food in his wok. We're going to be watching for you, VJ. Watching.
Yes.
Waiting.
I wanted to do eggplant a while back, and he's like, we don't know how to do it. Because it's a great Indian eggplant dish. So now that you taught us, we can experiment.
I cannot wait. I love eggplant. Okay, so can you see that with the few choices of vegetables, you basically can combine anything that you like, and it will go. Just be careful that if you're using soft vegetables like tomato or anything, it can come out with juice.
So what are your tips for that?
It's okay to use it as long as you know that it can come out with water. You know, I use tomatoes all the time.
You use what?
Tomatoes all the time.
Oh, okay.
And those lovely little grape tomatoes, I split it open and I add it at the end.
Oh, okay.
And it's lovely because then you have this lovely pop of color and the lovely tomato juice comes out. Yoli, I think, is your friend. Yoli Marie.
That's my mom.
Oh, your mom. Hi, Mom. Wow, Nina is spectacular, she says. Clap, clap.
Thanks, Mom.
And Maria, Gabby says, go Nina.
Thanks, Gab.
Rebecca. Yes, did you not realize I've got a British accent as well? I know you're British. And I can't wait to meet you next week.
I think we're good now, right?
Yeah, that looks good. Do you want to give it a taste first?
Sure.
But you want to just switch off for a minute,
Yep.
so that it doesn't overcook. Try your chopstick.
I had just used them earlier, so. Perfect.
Good. Shannon says, Nina, you're doing a great job. I will be
Yay.
over for dinner soon.
Anytime, Shannon.
Come right over.
So you guys can see how clean the wok is. Now I can...
Yes, let us show you the wok. This is why you always want to fry your vegetables first, because it saves you a cleanup step. So maybe we haven't mentioned it, but this is a cast iron wok, and the more you use it, the more patina it builds up and it becomes a natural non-stick surface. Sorry, I had to say that. Okay, what next?
All right, so now I'm gonna fire it up again. Let it, at the sign of the first smoke, put some more oil in. And then just dump my sausage in.
Okay, Gabby says, does cooking in the wok work in an electric kitchen?
No.
That is why we have a
Gas stove.
And the gas stove can sit on top of your electric stove.
Yep.
Is that what you do,
Yes,
or do you use
ours-
it on your countertop?
We leave ours, we leave ours on top of our stove, and since we use it every night, but we've never used it with electric. It's never going to be the same. When I lived in DC, we had gas stoves, and they were the best for heating, cooking, a lot more consistent. With the protein, you want to do the same. You just keep stirring it so it doesn't stick. Actually, did you want to leave it a little bit? You leave it a little to sear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let it sear on one side first.
And
in
then
fact.
we'll start moving it around.
You know what, I'm just going to put on my bench just in case you set anything off. I'm going to turn you down a bit.
Sure. Then once you let it sear, then you want to keep it moving. Just to
Yeah.
keep it sticking.
So, because we were cooking just sausages, we, it's not that it's different. I mean, if you're using raw meat, you definitely want to have your meat cooked on one side first before you actually start moving it around. Totally the opposite of when you're doing vegetables. With vegetables, the minute it touches the oil, you need to start moving it around. But with meat, you want to leave it to sear on one side first.
We've also used our wok to make some chicken drumsticks. They turned out amazing, really nice and crispy on the outside and really juicy on the inside.
I've been talking to Nina before this interview, and I realized that she's Colombian, not Cuban. Hello. And I was asking her to see if she could cook some Colombian food in it, and she mentioned about steak. Searing steak in a cast iron wok is the best, people. Please don't think of a wok as just for Asian wok cooking. It's for cooking anything, and the more you use it, as I keep saying, it's going to build a patina.
And bacon on a wok is amazing.
Yes. It gets it really nice and crispy, and the wok will love you. I think Shannon's coming over for dinner.
Come on over, Shannon. You still owe me a lunch.
Uh-oh. Did you hear that, Shannon? You owe her lunch. Shannon has been to my class, but she hasn't got my kit yet. We'll get her.
I think we're good with the sausage.
Let's see.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
That
Looks
beautiful
lovely
crust.
and seared.
Yeah. It smells divine.
What are you going to do next?
Should I transfer it onto the same dish?
It's up to you.
How about we stir fry everything together?
It sounds good to me.
We'll give it a quick whirl. And that's the best part. You can kind of, whatever you're in the mood for, you can serve it separate. Sometimes we'll cook the protein, mix it with the veggies. Never the same thing twice.
Now, Nina, what kind of carbs would you usually have with this?
We have a lot of basmati rice. And, you know, I don't know how to make the Asian noodles, but one thing I've done that my husband loves is I'll pick up the ready-made noodles from Whole Foods. It's in the refrigerated section. And after I've cooked my protein and veggies, kind of just dump it in and stir it all together, and it comes out amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the best part. We're going to try Nina's one dish meal.
Literally, I've never made this before.
Did you see how fast that was? Okay, come back round.
We have some special effects here. Where are your
I thought I
chopsticks?
had- Yes, fantastic. So, here we have it. Wait, let's take a photo first.
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
You can use mine.
I'll do yours. I keep forgetting that is.
Well, thanks so much for having me over today, Eleanor. It's been a lot of fun cooking with you.
Oh, thank you for being such a fantastic wok star, first of all.
Well, you literally have changed our lives. Like, we cook at home more than ever just because of how easy and quick it is. We used to always be like, oh, we don't want to cook, we have to clean up. So now as I'm wok cooking, my husband's putting the few dishes away, and we're done. So this is great.
She's obviously got VJ training as well.
We have a
Which is-
pact. Whoever
which is
cooks,
so
the
good.
other one cleans.
Yes, that's how it should be.
Oh, wow.
I'm having the sausage. By
Yeah,
the way,
sausage was amazing.
this sausage is from proper sausages.
Mmm.
Mmm. So good.
Mmm. And the veggies are great.
I gotta have some eggplant. Okay, people, ask us questions.
Yeah.
Ask away.
The eggplant was really nice.
So this is the first time you've done eggplant in a wok.
We were scared for the watery issue. Mm-hmm.
It won't come out with water as much as mushrooms.
Okay. This is great.
Okay, people, so that was it. I hope to do more interviews with other wok stars and showcase different ways people are using their woks. So if you are using your wok in an unusual way, I would love to hear from you. Henry L. Manza, are you listening? Because I know you're a great fan and supporter of mine, and you cook amazing things in it. I want to see, I can't remember which country you come from, sorry, but I'd love to see some ethnic dishes that you make in your wok. So tune in for my next live Facebook Live session, and remember to get notification of my live sessions. And thank you so much,
Yeah,
Nina.
thanks everyone for watching.
Ta-ra.